Time for something completely different with your multiversal medium. Okay, today we're back at it for another episode of Escape from Lavender Island, a game that I've still yet to escape from Lavender Island in. Last episode, I was a failure, but I did get a butt ship. This episode, I'm still a failure, but I do have a butt ship. We might actually escape from Lavender Island this time. I'm just kind of looking around for any more alien stuff to interact with. It should be showing up on the minimap if we need it. Probably. Possibly. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So let's go back to the clown mausoleum. Because I know at least there's one quest over there that we still need to do. And yeah, just take things one step at a time. We might get a full episode out of this, we might not. We do still need to go back into the main menu and watch the dream. So we got stuff to do. It'll hopefully amount to something or other. Not that this game's really... To say it's not amounted to anything is incorrect, but to say it's amounted to much is also incorrect. So we should be able to do this, right? Okay. AZ to use your suck mask and give us 5 human sacrifices to our clown cult sacrificial pit. Then we will make you an honorary member of our cult. Wow. Honorary member? Count me in. Yeah, man. Okay. The human sacrifice has made our crop grow very large. Thanks, Seed. Go see what's at the top now. Oh, so that's why we needed, like, a better ship. Okay. Yeah. Well, we just needed the ultimate ship to be able to climb the ultimate beanstalk. Yeah, man. Yeah. Reminds me of Grow Home. I spent way too long just chucking things off higher and higher heights in that game. Oh well. Let's see here. Yeah. Going so high up. Profound. What do we find? Door? Okay. Where does it lead? Clown call. You would sacrifice to the clown call.
Julie had been a single mother to her son, Dakota, for 10 years before he moved away to go to college. Once he was gone, she started working fewer hours at her cleaning job and got on some dating apps. She met a depressive artist named Josh, who made colorful and thickly painted landscapes that were sold in a few galleries around town. In the beginning of their relationship, Josh had a sold-out art show and used some of the money he made to buy an old stone figure. The sculpture was of a head sticking out its tongue, and it came from a civilization that once lived on the land where the city now stood. Josh put the peculiar stone carving on the dresser in the corner of his room, and when the couple had sex, it would stare at Julie, and she felt like it was peering into her soul, learning her darkest secrets. She began to have elaborate dreams about a cult dressed like clowns who engaged in human sacrifice. The dreams were so detailed she began to confuse them with reality. Thinking that she was a member of the cult and needed to make a sacrifice for the clown god, she found a good psychiatrist, began taking pills, and also turning the statue the other way whenever she was in Josh's room. The dreams eventually stopped.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Except not really, but yeah. Okay, so we got that one down. Is there much else to do? I'm gonna have to check the achievos here in a second. I know there's... Oh, there's still something going on there? What exactly are you guys after? No, maybe not here. Maybe it is here. Can I go down? Deep into the abyss? Yeah, this is fine. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not fine. Maybe I am now stuck down here with the other sacrifices. My butt ship is too large. My butt is too large. Okay. Let's restart the level real quick. What's more, I love a game / dev that knows, like, hey, yeah, here's just a get out of the issue you're in button. Just in case, it doesn't work out for you. Okay, it could also be over here. Yeah, this looks like a thing. Yeah.
Roni was a rat who was born in a pile of trash deep down in the subway. As soon as he could, he left the comfort of his mother's nest and began exploring the underground by himself, finding scraps of exotic human food and meeting other rodents and insects. He also discovered that he was gay and began hanging out with other gay rats in a park above the tunnels. The sunlight was beautiful, but the outside world on the way to the park was horrifying. Giant metallic monsters with rubber wheels drove at Roni and constantly tried to crush him. Dodging these creatures to get to the park was always worth it, though. His friends became like a new family to him, and they always had the best food and parties. Eventually, he fell in love with a rat named Mike, and they adopted a few kids and sent them to the best rat schools in town. Sometimes he would bring his children to his mom's, and he and Mike would go explore new parts of the city together. Their love for each other grew deeper and deeper as the years went on.
Didn't we already hear this one? Yeah, I feel like we already heard that one. Yeah, about the gay rat. That's, you know, whatever. If they're repeating, whatever. Yeah. But there is an achievo for finishing everything in a certain town, so that means we have something to go off of. That's, yeah, something over yonder. Good stuff. I don't know how many achievos I'm still missing, but I think we're kind of getting close to finishing this game. Probably 100%ing it, because why not? Alrighty, yeah. Another area with the alien mask. You're deep within.
Grace was a freelance writer for various online magazines about city culture. For her work, she went to restaurant openings, gallery and museum exhibitions, and music performances around town. She had to write around 4 articles a day just to make a living. The write-ups were very poorly written and often had typos and incorrect information. It didn't really matter, as Grace knew the magazines just wanted the content so that they could get more money from advertisers. One night, Grace went to a meetup put on by a growing collective of radical anarchists. A few hundred darkly dressed figures met by the river at 2 in the morning on a cold winter night. They jumped into the water and began to swim. Grace and a few other onlookers pulled out their phones to film the strange event. All the anarchists were screaming with pain from the cold water when suddenly a house-sized head of some mechanical-looking beast emerged from deep below the water's surface, opened its cavernous, fang-filled mouth, and swallowed the entire group in one gulp. After analyzing all the cell phone footage, no one could tell if this was a real monster or a bizarre and misunderstood plan by the collective to raise awareness for their cause.
Okay. Well, that's all the things in this area, so yeah, sure. I guess it is a good thing I waited until getting the ship before coming back to these various areas, because I don't think I'd be able to get to some of these spots without it. Yeah. Yeah. Corporate University Prison Town. Let's see here. Got a couple things. Sure. Maybe not. Well, yeah, it should have an actual quest, because inside the buildings it was saying, like, get the best ship before doing whatever the heck that is. And there's probably, here inside Majeg. Yeah, I like this one.
Jacques got fired from his job for putting incorrect numbers into a database too many times. He went on unemployment and bought a sheet of acid from an old high school friend. He did one tab each day in his garage, putting on minimal techno music, and while tripping, danced alone for hours. He got in shape and his resting heart rate improved. He lost weight and was happier. Once the sheet of acid wore out, Jacques drove into town, jumped out of his moving car as it went off a bridge, and walked into a park to join an encampment of bike thieves.
Alrighty then. Oh, I think that's all those. All peepholes found. All peepholes found. All peepholes found. All peepholes found. Okay, yeah. We good. Hecky to the, Hacky to the, I think we're basically done. Even if this episode goes a bit longer, I think we should probably be able to finish off completely this episode. That's good to know. Up here or down here? What are we looking at, man? What are we looking at? Oh, what's up, man? What you got to say? My lover has escaped, taken to roam the skies above the beach. Please go catch him for me. Just jump on top and ride him for 10 seconds. You can probably see him flying around on your map. Okay, okay. I can probably see him flying around on the map. Oh, is it Bird Dude? I feel like I saw Bird Dude flying around in one of the earlier episodes. I was like, how do I get on Bird Dude? What's up with Bird Dude? I want Bird Dude. I couldn't do anything about Bird Dude. Because Bird Dude was bird duding it up, and I only had the most basic of basic ships. Is it the pink thing right there? Is that him? Yeah, it is. Hello, Bird Dude. Don't fall. He did not fall. The Sandbird was never this difficult. Collect the bird, man. Yeah. Birdman was collected. What's going on down here, guys? I don't remember those. I'm doing some secret research for a social media app for racists. I'm being oppressed everywhere. Something is going wrong with the UX when the user is crapping, though. It's the best time for a social media app, gosh dang. That being said, not really vibing with the social media app specifically for racists. Not gonna lie. Kind of Not kosher. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Sorry, I just kind of had a Knuckles moment. Let me see. Yeah, I got him though. There we go.
Drink green tea all day at work. The white porcelain mug on his desk was stained a sort of greenish brown, and he noticed that despite using whitening toothpaste, his teeth were similarly discolored. He decided to quit tea and got terrible headaches that ran all the way down his spine. After a few weeks, the pain lessened. He looked in the mirror and smiled, but his teeth were still not the white he wanted. Without the caffeine, Scott felt lethargic and rather unhappy. He was getting less done at work, and his stained mug sat on a shelf staring at him. The mug missed Scott's lips, kissing its brim when he took sips of tea throughout the day. Without affection, the mug became very depressed, and then one day wiggled its way off the shelf and shattered into pieces on the dusty linoleum floor.
Alrighty then. Thank you so much for fighting my lover. He looks so much more happy in his cage. Yeah, about that. Okay, so... Oh. Okay. Not seeing anything, but... Edna in some ruins in the woods. We both hate the sun together. Midsummer. These woods had some funny name, but I forgot it. Too cold to swim. Walking around alone on the beach. Best bar in Helsinki. A building named Oral. Is it? Is it a building named Oral? It is. Edna's kitchen window. I grew my hair out while working on this, but shaved it a while later. Supermarket Mafia. Yeah, found one. 4-leaf clover. Party in the woods, but it never got dark. No traffic in small countries. Hotel rent Pusuito. Sat here and listened to a drunk guy shouting on the beach. Ate Hesberg on the beach. Do. Okay, so... what these things seem to be is a means of finding a bunch of pictures from the developer? Okay. A weirdly poignant diary of sorts. A maze, if you don't know where it's going to end up. I'm kind of glad I entered the one I did, because it just immediately dropped me like, yeah, this is where I need to be. Not really seeing... Okay, here's another room. Yeah, okay. I should have bought this. Energy. Men power. Church protectors. It rained in Tallinn, and a rainbow came out. At a restaurant in Tallinn. What a weird waifu. Synth concert at the sauna. Billionaire art collection. You and me and the devil make 3. An island in the Baltic. What's up, waifu? Hello, my name is Yingwu Usagiri. I've explored this island so much that part of me got stuck here. If you managed to find me, I guess you have roamed around a lot also. Is part of you stuck here too? Maybe. I'm like the static in the wind, a white noise you know not, the background to everything you thought. Or not, who cares? When moving, I always end up at malls, which is pretty annoying. I made coffee with sparkling water. It didn't taste any different. Group karaoke at Mauer Park. On a walk with Edna, we saw some sheep in the park. Fall on Schönhauser Alley. Sheep grazing a sports stadium, walking around alone at night. Techno Grill. Bank Museum Gift Shop. Ah, the good. Oh my effing gosh, I love those things. I love some non-Euclidean art pieces. It's beautiful. So non-Euclidean. I can get lost in those shapes. Took us forever to find this giant pile of sand in the woods. Greenwald Forest at sunset. Former NSA spy station seen through a crystal held up to my lens. Love that one. So poignant. Putting crystals onto my camera's lens. An overpriced, pre-furnished apartment in Berlin. Oh, aren't they always? Former NSA spy station. Ian Chang shown at Berghain. Former Nazi torture site. Yeah, good stuff. As in, this is horrible, but let's learn about it. Jura in Grunwald. Piece of steel sticking out of the sand that me and Jura tried to dig up to no avail. City gardens. Bugs on a log in the woods outside Berlin. There are bugs on a log outside the woods of Berlin. There's bugs on a log outside the woods of Berlin. Yes, there's bugs, there's bugs, there's bugs, there's bugs, there's bugs on a wall outside the woods of Berlin. Okay. So this seems to just be another... Okay. Got it, good. Keep moving deeper and deeper into the existential sphere that is wherever this may end up. This probably goes all the way up to another... Oop, yep, there we go. Good stuff. Got a butt ship. Got a bunch of static electricity. Got a bunch of color bars. Got a realm beyond my understanding. It's a good day. The Ring Bond train. Wandering around on a rainy day. Some of my old animations playing at a bar under the stairs. Oh, we got some up here. My niece. Don't have a zoom. Fleming seltzer in the kitchen. Practicing stick and poke potatoes. Vernon Sternum. Wandering around alone. Eating in a bar in Berlin. Little metal boy. Yeah, we're second. Okay. Hey. Our egg machine hasn't been working. You have an egg. Go give it to that duck in the fountain to revive the machine. An egg? Do I have an egg? I don't know if I have an egg. It says I do have an egg. Maybe. When did I partake of egg? Maybe very early on, actually. Ah, the egg machine. It works now. Very good.
For a time, Christian was a well-known rapper in underground circles. He made enough selling digital downloads of his albums and doing tours in small venues around the world that he could quit his job at the cable company and make music full-time. One of his tracks was used in the intro to a relatively popular television show, enabling him to make a down payment on a pretty nice house. Eventually, the TV show ended and people lost interest in his work. The money dried up. He got a job teaching music production at a local conservatory for recording arts and sciences. The school overcharged its students, and they left straddled with crushing amounts of debt and no employment prospects. Christian stopped rapping and instead got really into bird watching. One day while on vacation in a faraway country, he discovered a new and peculiar species of white duck with long teal hair, parted down the middle and a mustache and goatee hanging from its beak.
Okay. Oh, this one goes. Where does this one go? Where are we now? Oh, the sand's starting to peek through. We're right on the precipice of the beach right here. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I think needing just the butt ship is to make sure you don't get stuck down here. Basically. The long and short of it. Okay, what do we got going over here? There's so many little passageways in every direction. And I'm certain a majority of them just lead to exits, basically. Which is cool. That's cool. Is what else? What else? But considering there's no real, like, map of this, unless I were to start drawing one, I feel like I'd never feel fully confident in exploring the entirety of this area. You see all the weird little art pieces the dude took pictures of. No. Just as a means of more culturally enjoying his trips or whatevers. That being said, I'm pretty certain I saw a majority of it. I wasn't expecting a, like we haven't seen this one. It's this rock climbing, Mauer Park in Berlin. My apartment in Berlin where I made a lot of this game from. Okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting something like this. There's Talman Hero. Bornholm Community Garden. Bonhammer Community Garden. Looking at Edna through a whiskey glass. Treasure. Weird performance at Treasure. Berlin Metro. Viking statue by where I was living in Berlin. They renamed all the streets to be apolitical. Used to be a huge wall here in the middle of the city. Oof. Oof. Yeah, we know why that's not there. And that's for the best. Anyways, yeah, I wasn't expecting like a little picture museum of the devs' days while they were developing the game. It's enjoyable, poignant, different. Russell staring at me when I had COVID, walking down Roosevelt Avenue in Queens. Peter playing Elden Ring. Peter show. My students taking a picture of a tech demo. Sunset, Northern Boulevard in Queens. What I drink all day. Schweppes. My bedroom in Queens. My bathroom. My living room as featured in Fuzz Dungeon. It's Fuzz Dungeon. My kitchen is featured in this game. Yeah, we were there. My kitchen is featured in this game, yeah. It's wild that the kitchen we were in is based on his kitchen. Beers in Sandy's studio. You from Sandy's studio. Okay. Yeah. Where exactly are we now? Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're right where it all started. This place, yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to hop on the metro, but check real quick achievo-wise if I'm missing any area for things to do. And we'll go from there, so BRB. Okay, so we're apparently still missing a few. And honestly, I don't know what they would be, considering what the achievos are called. Like, Escape Lavender Island kinda is more than understandable enough. When 100%ing the game, that's easy to know. Ran the simulation all the way through. I don't know what that one would be. Groupie was go to like 5 concerts, and I thought we did. Apparently we haven't. Which is odd. But we're missing a handful of things. Who are you fighting with over there? The cork is coming off. Let me lift you out of here. Go see what's outside of the bottle. Finally, freedom. Okay. It's the backbone of the world we know. Okay, yeah. What's up, man? I went to sleep last night and woke up here. Maybe I'll go for a swim in that oily pond later. Just maybe. Outside the firmament, there is no cosmic machinery. That's a weirdly profound statement. Wait, what? Just a fetid, oily swamp where we gather around and contemplate how it reflects what's in our heads instead of what we see around us. The mask we wore at the start of it all. Yeah, man. Sweet waters of lavender. The icosahedron shaped sunrise. I love it here. I'm never leaving. Okay, man. Yeah. Alright, dude. You've left the bottle. But have you escaped the island? Profanity of such a statement. There's something lurking in that fetid pool. A wormhole through time and space. A nostalgic horror creeping up through the slime. Gotta love all this stuff. Weirdly deep and poignant while also just being like, what the absolute F? And I feel like any game or media that has this kind of look about it tends to do that really weirdly well. I don't know if you're ever expecting much from these kind of games, to be honest. I don't know if I can talk to this dude. Probably not. Okay. Well, I think we're going back in. Or at least a variant thereof. Perfectionist. 100% completion. Okay. Cleared all challenges and 2 bots. Okay. Did you escape the island? Did I? I had the weirdest dream. That I was shown around a small town. By a man I have never met. The city was inside a bottle. Why are you back here? There's still so much more to explore out there. The bottle was on the head of an owl. I met so many strange characters. So many. Okay. Where should I go now? Go see the credits and go back to Lavender City, or just go straight back. There's a lot more to figure out and explore out there. Island. So much more to do. The credits. Let's go check out the credits. Warden CEO Dean. Stand here. Okay, yeah. Well, that's Escape from Lavender Island. After the credits roll and all that, I'll do a double take, try to 100% all this, and we still need to check out the dream or whatever in the main menu. But beyond that, I think we're basically done. I'm gonna have to try and look up the last achievos I may be missing, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Not long credits. Something I love about indie games. Not gonna be here for like 5,000 years. Good stuff. Yeah, man. Okay, let's see here. Codex. Under achievements. Ran simulator all the way through. What is the achievement? Ran simulator. Simulation. There's something like a simulation? Probably? Okay, we did get groupie, it says. So I think that's just the last one we're missing. Trying to think what it could be. I'll BRB you. Heck quick, guys. Just realized I wasn't recording some stuff. That was dumb of me. So I looked up what the heck we need to do for the last achievo. And I just went over this completely, but I stopped my recording. So the last achievo in game is a simulator. That is Zed's dream. It is like a 2-hour video from what I'm seeing. As you can kind of read this, it's a 2-hour simulated dreamscape seen and heard through the protagonist of this game. It's recommended to put it on while stoned on the couch, in a gallery setting, while cleaning your room, or in the background of a party. It is stoner video fuel to just have going. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not going to play it on this channel. It's an extra 2 hours to the series. If you guys say in the comments you do want it uploaded on my channel, I'll do that. But this game isn't super expensive. It's a lot of fun to actually play through, and I think the only time I got upset at this game was during the race because of controls, but that still wasn't super bad. It's a fun little diversion game that's not even super bad to 100%. Grab it. It's nice. It's weird. It's out there. Like a lot of things on my channel, but whatever. So yeah, that's basically my review. Good stuff. I think I got this on sale because of a Steam sale, and yeah, totally worth it. I'm gonna grab this achievo, and I'll talk to you guys in another episode of something on my channel, whatever that may be after this. I got a lot of different surreal games I'm gonna be playing through for a minute as I keep getting more and more backlog to batch dump on the channel, basically. Just get everything kind of uploaded all at once and have like a lot of stuff queued up so I'm free to learn how to stream amongst other things. I'll talk to you guys later, but until then, ciao! Howdy folks, if you liked what you saw, maybe consider another series of mine, like this one, or maybe just check out my channel. And if you enjoyed that video, I'd really appreciate if you took the time to like and comment down below. It helps me get more videos into your hands. Thanks in advance.